Hey friends, coming to you live. Jen Perga out of California. Wanted to just check in with y'all today because this is my favorite time of the month. I love all of it, but the end of the month, you can literally double your business. And so I'm excited to come to you guys with this topic today. How many of you guys really want to double your team, double your business in the next 5 days of the month? And I thought that I would come and share with you guys some of my best tips on how to actually do that the last part of the month. It's really something that's possible. And I'm going live in 4 different locations. So let's try this on StreamYard. So y'all, if I have not met you yet, my name is Jen Perga. I've been in the industry for the last 11 years. I joined with the idea that I just wanted to make an extra, $500 a month and have some tax benefits and lose weight myself. And 10 years later, I found that my biggest passion is helping people, moms and dads, be more productive and profitable online while building their business. And one of the ways to do that is, now you don't have to build a team. It's one of my biggest passions is by seeing people have leverage. But our team already hit our goal for the month early. So if you're comfortable right now, I want to just challenge you. If you're comfortable, comfort zone is one of those places where people go to just be comfortable. Like when people are comfortable, like magic doesn't happen. And so I'm going to challenge you in the next few minutes to get uncomfortable and help you expand how you can double your team, double your organization, or double, if you're just somebody who's an affiliate, that you could double how much you're making in the next 5 days in your business. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about it in the team side, because there's 2 ways to do it. For those of you guys who are like, I do not want to build a team, no big deal. If you already are building it, put a fire emoji in the comments below so I know if you're building a team. And if you're not, that's fine too. But first off, you want to find out what your team's goals are. That is one of the biggest things, that nobody ever gets to their destination without other people. Unless you're just an affiliate, and you may, if you're an affiliate, hey, what's up, Jack? Hey, Vanny, so good to see you. So if you are an affiliate, then you may just have personal income goals that you're like, I've got to get to this in the next 5 days. So write that down if that's what you're doing. If you're somebody who has a team, then you got to find out, like, we already hit our team goal in 30 days. And so I'm like, now we have to increase our team goal. Or as a leader, it is my job to turn around and now figure out what else does everybody else in my team want to achieve in the next 5 days with their own business, with their own rank, with their own income. So number 1 is having a team huddle. Get everyone together. If you've not done that yet, if you have a team of 1, then you have a meeting with yourself today and say, how much do I have to make in the next 5 days? Write it down, because if you don't know where you're going, chances are you're not going to hit what your goals are, right? You got to have some kind of focus where you're headed in the next 5 days to actually be able to achieve doubling your team. So I'm just going to give you some tips if you already are having that as well. So you guys, do you realize that in the next 3 years, the space of network marketing or social retail, home business, that the growth that is expected over the next 3 years is going to be, triple what it is right now? So let that sink in for a second. If you're not taking action, your team or people in your life, inflation is real. Anyone feeling that right now? Yes or yes. Inflation is real. And so what's happening is you need to help the people around you, especially if you're a little bit ahead. Every 3rd grader knows that the 4th grader ahead of them is their hero. And so even though you may not see yourself as an expert, and you may look around and think everyone else is the expert, remember when you're in 3rd grade and you thought the 4th graders, they walked on water. They were the hero in the life, right? You're that for the person right behind you, and taking them on the path to help them double their business in the next 5 days. And so the second tip I would say is look at your personal volume. Now, if you're just an affiliate and you personally are sharing a code with other people, could you do more in the next 5 days? Could you turn off Netflix? Could you be better with your time? When you're using your time, could you use remember those old school egg beater timers? And if not, I suggest you run to Amazon and grab one. No, I'm not an affiliate for that, but I'm just saying, seriously, or on your phone, set a timer and work diligently in the time that you have, right? So we don't want to ask you to do more. If you want to make sure you have a good family life, you got good family, good friends, but you got to set a timer to really do those income producing things, and go ahead and ask people in the last 5 days of the month if they are ready to get started with you. Because here's the thing, you may make assumptions that people are going to come back around and maybe they're seeing your posts, but would I be correct in saying, like, what are you guys seeing as far as your own following and numbers? Like, this is not a popularity contest. This is for you to come on and see, are you having the interaction that you want on social media? Yeah, Y for yes or no, N for no. Because I'd love to know for you guys. I think the viewer count is down everywhere. It just is. There's more people on social media than ever, more people building their business from social media than ever. And so it just, you're competing with more people. But if you're somebody who wants to double your business in the next 5 days, you got to lead by personal example. You got to lead yourself first. I've been in this space for almost 11 years, and I still, to this day, it is important that I lead by example, and I get my own customers, my own team members, and that I lead by example. Okay. So number 3 is that follow up situation. You guys, people have the smallest attention spans, and when you may have thought that they have seen you, as my kids say, teenagers say, they left me on red, mom. I'm like, dude, I mean, and people get personal. They feel like somebody's left them on red. Have you ever been left on red and you're like, they left me on red? Well, here's the thing. I don't even realize when I leave people on red because I have so many messages to get back to that, like, that doesn't hurt my feelings. But it used to take me out. It used to take me out when I'm like, but Susie said she'd get back to me on Friday and Susie didn't get back. Or, I'm just using a name. So if my friend Susie, this is not you, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody read your thing and then they left you on red, it doesn't mean that they didn't get back to you or that they weren't being a good person or a good friend. Just means that life gets busy. Yep, Jack, so true, squirrel brain, and that people are going all over and that they're not quite sure, what's going on. And so, yes, I love it. So true. You can bring in so much the last week of the month by being very purposeful in the time that you have. You guys on Facebook right now. So tell me if you think to yourself, I don't know people. I don't have contacts. In my organization right now, this is where I know it's not true, is that people are winning with small followings and they're winning with big followings. They're winning with customers and then they're winning with business partners. And so it doesn't matter if you have a small following and you just got started, but if you can follow a system to be able to do the thing, you can actually build a significant business. There are 2.91 billion people on Facebook. And what's crazy is I kept thinking, like, not as many people are on Facebook as on Instagram, but on Instagram, it's 1 billion. So if you're still seeing profits on Facebook, then I would suggest, now I'm going live right now on YouTube and Facebook and, like on all the places. And so I know that, where are you guys? So what are you guys seeing as far as your, people that you're connecting with? Are you mainly connecting on Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn? Tell me where you're mainly connecting with. YouTube. Put it in the comments below because I'd love to know from you guys. But here's the thing. If someone has connected with you in the last 90 days or even beyond that, if you've been in your team or your company for a while, this is what I want you to reach out and say with follow-up, because people still take 8 to 9 to 10 decisions before they actually make a decision. And they're watching to see you. Are you being consistent? Are you going live on video? Are you still excited about your company? Were you just excited for like 5 minutes and then you went away for a long time? You guys, there is this business that I drive by. I drove by this afternoon, and when I went, I was like, they're still not open. Like, I feel like every time I go by, they're never open. And what that said to me is I was like, that's how I feel like some of my friends on social media are. Like, they're open for business, like grand opening. And then they're like closed for business for 2 weeks. And then they're open for business for like a day. And then they're closed for business again. So ask yourself, are you being consistent in how much you're showing up? It's almost better for you to show up like 15 minutes a day or 5 days a week, put your time, than it is for you to like go crazy and then disappear, because people are like, are they still in business? Can I still buy that stuff from them? And stuff like that. Okay. Oh, Snapchat's working for you. Oh, good to know. I don't use Snapchat for business. How many of you guys use Snapchat for business? I'd love to know in the comments too. Okay. So here's what you can say. So the biggest thing I get asked as a coach is, what do you say to people when you follow up? So here's the thing, like, Jack is my friend, so I'm not going to be weird to him. Like, I'm going to say, hey, Jack, I know at one point you were looking to make extra income, or I know you were looking to do X, Y, Z. And so I would love, were you still interested in that? Like, and Jack would probably reach out and say the same thing to me, right? Be a normal friend when you do this. Where we go wrong is we think people, like, once you get into network marketing or in social retail, you think people like are not normal and you got to send a weird message. No, just do something normal, a follow up with 5 days to go with, hey, Sarah, listen, at one time you were looking to insert their goal. Was it that Sarah was looking to lose weight? Was it that Sarah was looking to have more energy? Was it that Sarah was going through menopause and more bloated? And she was like, help me, I need to get rid of bloating. Was it that Sarah was like, I need, my hair to look not stringy or whatever? You got shampoo for me? Or is it that she was looking to have some more tax write-offs in her home business? So put that in your message. Hey, Sarah, at one point you were looking to lose, make an extra income from home and have some tax advantages. Is that something you're still looking to do? On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready to get started are you? Like, are you, and then stop saying anything, because you want to be able to actually have a conversation with somebody. This is not about like closing the deal. This is about having the conversations. And the last week of the month, you want to have more conversations. The person who has the most conversations the last week of the month absolutely wins. And you want to have a call to action to that. So it's not open-ended, because you know what? Believe it or not, a no is better than knowing nothing, right? It's kind of like if you're like, wanting to get to know somebody better. Wouldn't you rather know sooner than later that they don't want to get to know you than if you have to draw it out for a long period of time? So you want an answer. You want to know if somebody's getting ready to get started. So go back. So number 3 was just follow up these last 5 days and set aside time. Some of you guys may be like, I'm good for the month. I hit my goal. I don't need to. But here's what I want you to understand. Every month is built on the month prior. So if you just kind of do nothing and coast for the last week of the month and you're like, nah, what if you just gave it 15 minutes to an hour a day for the last month of April? And you were like, I'm going to set up May to be awesome. Because if you don't work the last 5 days of the month, I promise you May will be that much harder. It's like when you work out. How many of you guys have been like, I'm going to take 5 days off of working out and then you got to get back into it and it's so painful? I've been guilty of that. So it's like when you're doing that, so you want to be able to be the last 5 days of the month, you want to do the team huddle. What is your team's goals? That was number 1. Number 2 was, if you have personal volume, go double your personal customer sales, so that you personally can have more customers on the product. Because guess what happens when raving fans love your products? Guess what they become? They become either a great source of referral or a lifetime customer, or they become a promoter with you. Okay. Number 4 is, that leads me into the next one, was number 4 was checking back in with your customers that you currently have. How many of you guys already check in with your customers? Do you send them cards? Do you send them thank you cards? What do you guys do? Okay, so the reason I ask you that is because we can all learn from each other in this community. Here's what I want you to know. Happy customers are great for business. Do you have customers that are already on your product that you could go back and say, do you want to earn your product for free next month? Or, because if you would, I would love it if you do a referral post. Tell me one thing our product so far has done. I love that idea, Jess, that sent all of her customers a $5 Starbucks card. You guys, that's awesome to be able to thank them for business and to thank them so that they are, thank you for shopping with me. Thank you for being a new customer with me. And that makes them loyal to you as a customer. Jess, you're amazing. Follow Jessica Ellerman if you don't already. She's amazing. And so check back with your customers the last, part of the month, because here's the thing: if they are up to get free product, what are you going to do if you have them helping 3 more people? They do a referral post for you. Hey, Sarah, would you mind putting up a referral post for me? I know you're not ready to do it, but if you put up a referral post of what you're loving with the products, maybe you're already noticing you're not as bloated. Maybe you're noticing that you have more energy. Maybe you're noticing, and you're going to send them the wording for that. You're going to just say, hey, so Sarah, I'm going to send you over the wording. I'm asking that you're going to post this you're going to put it on public, so that then when people go to your post, and then I ask you, would you not post for another, 10 hours or 8 hours or something like that? Give them a free gift. You could give them, some samples, 3 days of your product, or you could give them a $10 off coupon, $20 off coupon, whatever that is, to help them love their experience with you. But then now you're going to work the referral post. You're going to say, okay, Sarah, I'm going to work your referral post. And I just need you to put it up there because I know that you have people that also probably want to either feel better, make extra income, or have their skin glowing again. Whatever Sarah's you think, maybe she's lost some weight and she's so excited about it. And then what's happening is, guess what? Now Sarah's seeing how simple it is to actually do your business, because then she can put people in a three-way chat. If I were using Jessica, for example, I would put Sarah, hey, Sarah, when you're done, when you have comments, you're going to put people that are your friends in a three-way chat with Jessica. And you're going to say, okay, hey, Mary, you have got to meet my friend Jessica. She's the one who helped me get started on these collagen products. You will love her. And she's going to help you save $10 and get product with me. Now, Jessica's going to help Sarah get her product for free. Right? So what you're doing is now you're showing somebody who's a customer how simple it is. And if nothing else, customers are great for business. So now you can help Mary not pay for her product and Sarah not pay for her product and Mary be a happy new customer. And now you're building more volume for your team those last 5 days of the month. So make sure that you do that. Okay. The bonus tip is, how many people do you know that actually want to hit a core rank in your company? Like, do you have a team of 5 that you know that you could go back to and say, hey, we have 5 days left of this month. I just want to check in with you. Do you know how close you are to the core rank in the company? Sometimes all it takes is you reminding them, because when people are new in business, they're like, what's going on? So, I know that I'm guilty of this 11 years later. I'm guilty of assuming people have followed along the instructions and that they'll just know at the end of the month. No, I actually have to go to them and say, hey, we have 5 days left of this month. What's your goal? Do you want to earn free product? Do you want to rank up? Do you want to earn this experience? What is it that you currently are at that you want to be able to experience in the next 5 days? Are you close to bronze? You're close to silver. You're close to gold. Like, wherever they're at, let them know how close they are to that next rank, because that is doing them a favor. And then you're mentoring them for what they should do to their team as they grow a team with you. And you can let them know, so then they're like, okay, now you could actually put them in a chat together. Like, hey, maybe you have 3 people in your team going for core rank. Put them 3 in a chat together and be like, you guys are going to challenge each other and encourage each other each day. It's going to be a really positive environment. Whoever does the most activity per day, maybe give them $5 to Starbucks or something fun. Make it fun for them so that then they're moving along and they're increasing their volume and having fun with you while they do it the last 5 days of the month. Okay. With your curiosity posts, how many of you guys are already doing curiosity posts on Facebook or on Instagram that you could go back to and actually bump up? So now there's 2 parts to this. If you can go back to the post and you just, maybe you posted it on April 1st and we're at April 25th, right? 26th. And you could go back and you could be, bump up the ones where you had the most engagement and that you think those people would reach back out to you. But I want to tell you that today is like, the post and pray method is not working as it used to. Like, when I first started in network marketing, the posting and praying, people just come out of the woodwork to be like, yes, I want to join your business. But now that's not the case. You got to work a little bit harder. Yes, you guys? And so here's what I want you to know. If you could bump up that post and then people could come back to you, or you could go back to those people and use that phrasing that I said. Hey, Sarah, listen, at one time you wanted to XYZ goal. I wanted to just check in with you to find out if that's still something that you're looking to do. If they say no, not right now, say no big deal. If there's specials in May, can I reach back out to you? So now you're opening that door for what's going to happen in May. You could let them know, hey, in May, we have a mentorship group that you could be a part of. I'd love for you to do that. So I want to invite you in case you do get started with us. Once you get your application in, the other day, someone said, Jen, what do you mean application? And I'm like, oh, that's right. You don't have to do an application. Just join online and then you get started. Then you can be part of our mentoring group for May. So you're right. Applications like old school network marketing. 10 years ago, we had to fill out applications. Were you that part of it, y'all? Back then when you had to, okay. I digress. So anyway, just so you can bump up those, or you can go back to those posts that you already had great engagement on and make sure that you don't leave one stone unturned for this last 5 days of this month, because what you do those last 5 days is you set yourself up for May to be explosive. You set yourself up for May for you to win. You set yourself up before summertime for you to help other families have another income stream or tax write-offs, because we all know inflation is a real thing, that the average household right now is going to have to earn $5,200 more this year than they did last year to live the exact same way. So network marketing, social retail is going to be, I mean, this is the time. If your company's not growing, you got to ask yourself why, because I know that ours is in momentum and it's crazy fun to experience, but it's a real thing. You got to take action now. You guys, don't get comfortable. This is a time where you could set your family apart for this. And then if this is helpful for you guys so far, I hope you will tag your team or share this with them to let them know, number one, did you do a team huddle yet? If the answer is yes, then check that off. Number two, did you already decide to double your own personal sales goal for the end of this month? Number three is, have you done enough follow-ups? Have you set enough time aside in your calendar where you're going to do one more the end of each day? You're going to do one more extra 15 minutes. This does not have to be complicated. You can do it in the nooks and crannies of your life, around your schedule. Set a timer and make sure that you do it. How many of you guys have set a timer? Do you guys have those egg beater timers where you set a timer, or do you use your cell phone? And then you set the timer and you're like, okay, I'm just going to do maybe two more, because once you get in a rule, you get like grooving, right? And then if you have yet to ask for referral posts, I want to challenge you 5 to 10 referral posts that you can go to current customers or people in your life and say, hey, listen, I love it, David. I use a phone timer too. And go to people in your life and say, would you do a referral post for me? I know that, you're loving this so far. Would love to have you share your experience and tag me in it so I can support you. And then DM me if you want more information on how to do a referral post. Just put in the comments referral post and I'll get back to you with a 1-page worksheet to tell you how to do that. And then the other side of it was a builder side. Now, if you're building a team, go to the people in your team. This is called tap rooting, where you're actually making sure that they know how close they are to free product. They know how close they are to the next rank in the company. They know how close they are to earning a free experience. If you haven't told them, they may not know, and don't go to assumptions that they do. So y'all, I hope that this was helpful. I just wanted to come live with you to give you a few tips for the day as you're ending the month. This is my favorite time of the month because it sets people up to truly, you can double your business. The amount that happens the last part of the month. I mean, in our company, we have a sale going on right now for our number one weight loss system. It only goes on sale twice a year. So you better believe that I'm going to help people who are interested in that the last part of the month. But then we also start a mentoring group for May, and I don't want people to be left out of that. So I'm also going to make sure that they know, hey, don't miss out. If you want to be part of our team, you want to get in now so that you can be part of our mentoring group for the next month. And that way, then you get to get your position in, you get to start learning some, be trained up within an hour, be into cash flow. Tomorrow morning, I am doing for those of you guys who are like, I kind of would like to do this. If you're looking to add $500 to $1,000 a month into your life, or add another income stream as an affiliate, you don't have to build a team. I'm doing a call tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you want to be invited to that, just put invite below and I will include you in that for tomorrow morning. And if you can't get on 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock Pacific would work better, go ahead and put invite and then put 5 o'clock. Would love to include you in that link and share with you guys what we're doing with social retail. So y'all, I hope you have an amazing Tuesday. Thank you all for being in my life. It is my honor and privilege to help you become more productive and more profitable. It is my passion to help you guys make sure that you love your life and that you have fun doing it, truly. And God bless. All the best. And this is your year. Stop being comfortable. No more comfortable. Get out.